个星期工作几天呢？
一个星期工作7天。早上是从6点半开始上班，到晚上的12点以后有的加通宵，有的加到2点、4点。
去都是什么玩具呢？
做的都是迪士尼的狗仔啊，还有公仔。
China's child labor is a huge problem, and there is clear evidence that child labor is increasing in China. Although there is no official number of how many children are working, it is estimated that out of the 10 million children out of school, that 5 million are working in factories. Over 20% of the workforce is made up of children. Also, the rate of kids kidnapped has increased rapidly. Majority of the time, they are kidnapped and sold off to work in factories to work. For example, in 1994, about 48 factories kidnapped over 100 kids. They forced them to work 10-hour days with no pay whatsoever. 1 in 6 children ages 5 to 14 years old are involved in child labor. They work 10 to 12-hour days and average 66 cents a day. Often their place of work is the sweatshop, the mine, the refuse heap, or the street. Often the work itself is dull, day-long, repetitive, low-paid, or unpaid. Sometimes a child works under the threat of violence and intimidation or is subject to sexual abuse. We have to step up and take action. We can't let these kids continue to work hard, long hours. They deserve to go to school and receive an education. What could we do to help? Lots. UNICEF is a huge organization that takes part in child labor to help kids pay for schooling. Also, the Child Labor Coalition works hard to promote health, safety, and education for working minors. It is very easy to get involved with these organizations and make donations. How about to stop buying products in the US that are made in China? Because most likely the clothes you're wearing or the phone you have was made by a minor. Action needs to be taken, and every little bit we could do is a huge help.
An electronics factory in China has been using children as workers, according to a New York-based labor advocacy group. China Labor Watch carried out an undercover investigation in June and July on HEG Electronics, the Chinese supplier for the electronics giant Samsung. Investigators estimate that there are about 50 to 100 children under 16 years of age working there under harsh conditions. They say employees work 11 to 13 hours a day, 6 days a week, and the children are paid 30% less than the adults. When workers make mistakes, they are hit or forced to stand all day. Others are made to write self-criticism reports and are fined $32 if they report any defects in the products. Samsung denied China Labor Watch's findings of the poor labor practices at the HEG plant.